Garth Brooks is teasing a major announcement. You know when he's teasing something, it's going to be very big. Plus, Blake Shelton and Adam Levine are feuding again like siblings. What else is new? We're going to talk about it. Stick around. Welcome to CountryCast. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. But for a special reason, okay? Let me explain to you my night. I recorded this show in full, okay? I found out my mic was muted. Then I recorded it again, and I was midway through, and my computer locked up and shut down. So if you want to take a second and subscribe right now, it would mean a lot because your boy's working hard over here, and I could use your support right now. All right, let's talk about this Blake Shelton and Adam Levine scenario where, if you're not familiar, Blake Shelton and Adam Levine were on The Voice together for a number of years, and they were always going back and forth. Blake Shelton was always busting on Adam Levine, and they had this hilarious rivalry going on. Well, that rivalry is back, and that's because Adam Levine recently released a new song with Maroon 5, and Blake Shelton has his new song out with his longtime girlfriend, Gwen Stefani. Now, late last year, Adam Levine gave an interview where he talked about why he actually left The Voice after being there for like 10 years. He said the following: I really do miss it. I love the people that I met and worked with, and with all, obviously, you know how I feel about Blake. I do miss it. I don't miss how hard I had to work. I was constantly working for so many years. Very lucky, very fortunate, very blessed and all that. But to just be able to stop in this moment, to spend time with my new family, and just to have the greatest time ever. Now I'm a stay-at-home dad. I just stay at home and do very little. So this brings us on to the current situation. Obviously, Adam Levine didn't stay at home forever because he just put out a new music video with Maroon 5. So here is the scenario. So Blake Shelton is actually a very good Twitter troll here, I've now found out. Blake Shelton shared the following tweet: "My God, Adam, you are still a pain in my ass. Go away, idiot." And you can see he is number one on the charts, and then you've got Maroon 5 there in second place. And so they're sort of neck and neck there. This is like Blake Shelton's 37th number one hit. Blake Shelton wasn't done there with Adam Levine, though. He really went for the neck on this one, posting a doctored screenshot from his wife. This really cracks me up. So it says, "Wow, looks like some of her old tweets are resurfacing. I hope this doesn't affect their personal lives." And it says, "Wow, I hate to say it, but Blake is way better at this show than my husband. My husband can f*** off." and here's the funny part is that Adam Levine hasn't responded to this, so you really don't know if he's actually mad or not, which makes it infinitely funnier to me. Adam Levine's on Twitter, and he hasn't responded to this, and that tweet got 26,000 likes. There's no way you didn't see that. That thing is blowing up your phone for sure. All right, so moving on, let's talk about Maren Morris. She posted a spicy photo on her Instagram, and there were some hateful comments. There were some people calling her out, and she wasn't having any of it. She responded, and it's sort of refreshing to see these country music stars that are actually using their own social media accounts. So many of them are just posting random, promo photos, and you can tell it's done by an intern or something, but not Maren Morris. So she posted this photograph of herself with the caption, "wavy hair." And you see this comment from this person: "Wavy hair as the camera is only on your tits. Yes, it's distasteful for sure. Come on, if your caption reads wavy hair, maybe keep the focus on the hair, or perhaps make the caption big boobs. Just saying, holy cow. Everything in this world doesn't make sense anymore. Clearly, these littles don't have much to look up to." And then she responded, "Girl, bye. Don't let my boobs knock you on the way out." She also posted something on her Twitter basically saying, if this picture bothers you, you can sign out and just deal with it. Anyway, some exciting news about new music coming out. This Friday, Dan and Shay are going to be dropping a new single. They shared the good news on their Twitter account, writing the following. So here it is. This is like a cryptic teaser clip that they posted. The song's called "I Should Probably Go to Bed," and this is what they posted. It looks like a movie or something. Always good to see big budget music videos. That looks pretty cool, and it's got I should probably go to bed.com. Looks like Dan and Shay's prepping to release a bunch of new music, and I could see them, dropping a new album this year. They are due for a new album, so exciting stuff on that. Let's talk about the Chicks, formerly known as the Dixie Chicks. So they released their new album, Gaslighter, which was their first album in 14 years. They were controversial. They were gone for a long time. Country radio wasn't playing them. And so they came back and they changed their name and all that stuff. And they came out with their new album, Gaslighter. It's got the #1 position on the Billboard Top Country Albums chart. They moved 84,000 albums in the first week, with 71,000 of those actually being pure sales. So those numbers are obviously very impressive for them to make that return. So it seems like they're either reaching a new audience, or there are a lot of country fans who seem to want to listen to them now. And so last but not least, let's talk about Garth Brooks. As I mentioned, when Garth Brooks does something, it's going to be major. It's going to be a big deal. The last time he had a press conference, it was to announce his massive record-breaking stadium tour. And now we have Garth Brooks teasing a press conference this upcoming Wednesday, tomorrow. And this is what he had to say on Inside Studio G. It was very interesting. And then I'm going to guess and speculate based on some past statements this year made by Garth and his camp about what this may actually be. Stick around.
A larger audience, but the family's really my thing, man. So I love seeing the same faces every week. I love hearing questions from those people, and I don't what do you call it? A little lot more one-on-one,
intimate,
a lot more intimate, and dealing with something not what it is you're announcing. The press conference. We open it up and do it for a larger audience, but the family's really my thing, man. So I love seeing the same faces every week. I love hearing questions from those people, and I don't know, what do you want to start with? Oh, the press conference, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this Wednesday, 10 a.m. Central, that's Nashville time, gonna bring you into a press conference. Have you ever seen one of these? They're kind of, it just depends, what it is you're announcing. Probably the last big one you saw of ours was probably Lou Holtz announcing the stadium tour with Notre Dame, and I think we brought everybody in for that. It's fun, but this one's going to be a lot more, what do you call it? A little lot more one-on-one,
intimate,
a lot more intimate, and dealing with something not as commercial as that, but something a little more along the personal lines meets career lines and things. So this should be a pretty good thing, and you're surrounded with the Nashville press, which sweetest people on the planet, and they've always taken care of me. Even when they didn't like what I was doing, they've always been very respectful in how they stated that. So it's very sweet. You can't ask for more than that. So that's Wednesday.
Yep.
11. So we're not going to be here that long tonight.
Seems pretty exciting there, and Garth Brooks is teasing this. This is obviously to do a press conference. It's going to be something very big. And so let's speculate. We knew earlier this year Garth Brooks had said that he had completed an album, but he didn't want to release it in the midst of a pandemic. And for someone like Garth Brooks, he also had to postpone some major tour dates. And maybe we could be seeing on Wednesday an announcement of this highly anticipated new album titled Fun from Garth Brooks. But here's what he said at the time during that interview about this album. He said on a May episode of Inside Studio G, "I don't want to be the guy that tries something in the midst where everybody is hurting. The album is ready to go. It's just, how do you do it and promote it and be happy and jolly while everybody's out there fighting for their lives, not only physically, but fighting for their lives financially." He obviously had his single Dive Bar with Blake Shelton, and he's released a number of different singles there. So we're going to have to wait and see this Wednesday what this could mean. But surprise, surprise, there's a local news story that also seems to be teasing this as well. Local news affiliate in Wyoming says, gather up your friends in low places and make plans to head north to Cheyenne next summer for Cheyenne Frontier Days. To make the party even bigger, Garth Brooks announced he'll be returning and putting on a show. Takes place from July 23rd next year till August 1st. So that'll be very interesting to see if that's part of the announcement. And sometimes these shows get reported in individual markets, and then he'll come out and report the broader picture. Like, well, we're not just doing Wyoming. The next weekend we're doing this, that, and that. So that's my best guess. And of course, we're going to be covering this on Wednesday, and we'll let you know what we find out. Anyways, for the third time now, that is all for now. Thanks so much for joining us today at CountryCast. If you're new here, I worked my ass off on this. Please subscribe with notifications on so you don't miss out on breaking news and updates. Thanks again for joining us, and we'll see you all very soon.